What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Gould's Gaming and Tech channel. It's an amazing time of the year. It is around Techtober and Techtember. You know that's a great time for tech people, gaming, all that good stuff. So today we're going to be doing a Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 special features video, or tips and tricks, whatever you want to call it. Spider-Man, his payroll is getting deducted because he was slacking last time. I dubbed Spider-Man my official timekeeper, and he wasn't keeping up with the time as he's supposed to. So his payroll is getting officially docked. You're slacking, Spider-Man. You are supposed to watch the time. Get on it, man. Get on it. So without any further ado, you guys make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, that bell for notifications. Follow me on other social media platforms, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all under Gould's Gaming and Tech. You can find me. So without any further ado, you guys, let's get into it. So first thing, if you click on settings, Samsung has added that you can scroll through your settings and look at your settings at the same time. So you have your settings, but it shows you the settings within the settings in the settings, if that makes any kind of sense. So I just like that they added this multitasking window. Basically, they're just trying to make this a more of a multitasking beast, and I think they're accomplishing that by adding more features to the multitasking. Another thing, you can have a separate app sound. So if you go in your settings, and some of this stuff you guys may already know if you have the Galaxy Z Fold 2, but this is for all the people who don't know these options. So if you go to your settings, you can have a separate app sound. So you can play media, as you can see, play media from one app to a different audio device. How awesome is that? I have not used this feature yet because I have been on the go lately, but this is an awesome feature to kind of project that audio on another device. The next tip, which is probably one of my biggest things, is these brief pop-up settings. So if you go to notifications and you click on brief pop-up settings, and just to show how much Samsung is kind of helping my life out, this is great for my YouTube videos. So as I'm showing you guys the settings, how you can see what I'm clicking on and then the setting within the setting, so you don't have to rewind the video and say, oh wait, how did he get there? I clicked on notifications, so you know it's somewhere in notifications, and then brief pop-up settings. So this edge lighting style, I am big into customizing my phone, and whatever theme I have, whatever wallpaper, I usually try to customize my brief pop-up settings according to that, just to kind of make it match a little bit. So if I want this brief pop-up setting to mirror my wallpaper, I pick whatever effect I want, whether it be the little bubbles, the echo, whatever. I'm big into the echo, and then I change the color accordingly to whatever I have. So if I want to text myself or someone texts me, it will pop up with that color, which is a great feature and I really love it. Another thing, this feature was on the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 2 and probably other newer Samsung products at least, is the dark mode schedule. So if you go to display and then you click on dark mode settings, you can set your dark mode to go into dark mode, say whatever time you want. I have mine set for sunrise and sunset, so when the sun's coming up, it's going to be in light mode or regular mode, and when the sun's going down, it's going to go in dark mode because I don't need all that brightness at dark, and I don't have to worry about manually clicking the button myself. It'll just automatically do it because it's on a time schedule. So if you guys appreciate that feature, remember it's in display, and then you go to dark mode settings, and then you can set your schedule right there. Another feature that I have recently started to use that I really appreciate are these live messages on the quick panel. So if I want to be, if I'm busy, I'm doing stuff, my wife's been trying to call me, text me, whatever the case is, or like, hey, you haven't talked to me all day. If I want to, send something cute and get some brownie points, I click on this live message quick panel. Look at that. Oh man. So it sends all that, a heart and a thing saying I love you, and then I can just click share, and then I can send it to my wife. So I'm going to send that to her. So I just sent that to her in a message. It's all cutesy and stuff. It's going to get me some brownie points. So that is a great feature, just to have that right on hand. Like I said, I'm trying to use this phone to its full capabilities, So all these features I'm explaining to you guys, just be assured that I am going to go in heavy as far as using them. Spidey, where are we at on time? All right, about 5 minutes. All right, we're good. We're good. All right, another thing that they've added to this phone that they previously had, but not to this extent, is themes. So since the multitasking is on 10 with this phone, and how you can see your settings from your settings, or your inner settings from your settings, if you click on theme, you now, if you have the phone fully open, you now can scroll through the Galaxy Theme App Store. So you can see all your themes, icons, everything, and you're still in your settings menu. Now on the Z Fold 2, it was just a full settings screen, so if you clicked on it, it would just take you to the theme store. It wouldn't show both at once. So to be similar to that, if you close the phone, it's pretty much similar to how it is on the Z Fold 2. You don't see your settings anymore, it's just the theme store. So the fact that they add it, if you open it, you can see both at the same time. That is pretty freaking awesome because I use that a lot. Another feature that is pretty handy is if you go into settings and you go to home screen, you can have cover screen mirroring. As you can see all the way at the top, it is off right now. So to show you how this feature works best, cover screen mirrorings allows you to duplicate what you have on the cover screen, which is the front screen when the phone's closed. You can mirror it to your main screen when you open it up. So as you know, on the Galaxy Z Fold 2, you can have two separate screens, two separate app setups, two separate layouts. But now it allows you to mirror those, so you don't have to manually do those yourself. It'll just automatically do it. So this is how my phone looks right now without the cover screen mirroring. So now when I click on settings and then I go to home screen and then I click on cover screen mirroring, if I turn this on, let's apply that, this is what my screen will look like now. So it just condenses everything. I personally don't operate this way, so I'm not going to use this. I'm not going to use this like this. But for those of you who want that feature, you have it there. Alright, so the biggest tip or trick or special feature on this phone is going to come from the lab settings. So if you go to advanced features and then you click on labs, everything in labs to me is awesome, and I love the fact that they're allowing you to try so many different things to give everyone a different user experience with this device. So you have multi-window for all apps, which I turn that on because if it allows you to look at multiple options at one time, it's definitely useful for someone who's on the go. So you can use things in pop-up view or split screen, and even apps that haven't been designed for it, it'll allow you to do that. Whether you will have more crashes, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure if they put this feature in here, they kind of sort out all those kinks. Auto rotate apps. So I left mine in keep apps orientation because I don't want all my apps to rotate, but that's just me. Customize app aspect ratio. So this is very big for those apps that aren't compatible with this phone yet. Well, they're compatible, they just haven't been optimized to go full screen or however you want it. The biggest one that I can think to mind is Instagram. So now you can fully make Instagram full screen. So for example, I have Instagram on full screen right now. This is, let's see if I can go to Instagram now. This is what Instagram was before on the Galaxy Z Fold 2. It would not allow you to put it in full screen unless you downloaded some extra software to make it capable for full screen. Now with this lab setting, you can just click on the app, click full screen, and now Instagram is full screen with no issues. So the fact that they thought of that, they heard people's complaints, that tells me that Samsung actually listens to its consumers. This is a big feature of mine that I'm definitely using all the time. All right, so the next tip in the Samsung Labs, if you see this option Flex Mode panel, you can add a flex mode to almost every single app. So for example, we are going to go to Amazon and show you what it looks like now. So I'm not going to turn that on, but we're going to go to Amazon. As you can see, this is how Amazon is set up right now. So if I bend the screen in half, this technically should be flex mode, but there's no flex mode right now for Samsung. So if I click on the search option, you have your keyboard down below, but it's not necessarily in flex mode to its fullest extent. So if you go to the settings and now you turn flex mode panel on for Amazon, and then you go back to Amazon, now you have a flex mode feature on Amazon. Now this will work the same for all the apps in that category, but it's not a full flex mode feature, because all this allows you to do is raise the volume or lower it. Same thing with the brightness, take a screenshot, and so on. So if you click this last option, that just allows you to look at your notifications. So it's not per se the best flex mode feature, but it looks like Samsung is trying. They're trying to push the envelope a little bit as far as what you can do with your phone. So I appreciate the effort. Another new feature with this phone is if you click on the clocks tab and you have a timer going, but you got to do something else on your phone and you don't want to stay on the timer menu, if you start the timer or create a timer and then exit out the timer, it will create this mini timer window for you to allow you to constantly see that timer. So if you're cooking something, you're moving around and you forgot something's baking, it will have that on your screen, so you'll know instead of having to click back on the timer icon to remember what it was. So that's pretty That's pretty awesome, and you can move that timer widget around. So Samsung Labs is definitely the place you want to kind of sit in for a little bit and play with all those settings. Another feature in Samsung Labs, which is the last one, which is one of my favorite, is pin your favorite apps. So this allows you to have a taskbar basically anywhere on your home screen. So if you click this the side panel, or you go into Samsung Labs and you click this pin option, you now have a taskbar on your screen permanently. So if you want to leave it there and scroll through things, this allows you to have more of that computer or laptop or even a tablet kind of environment with your phone. So this allows a lot more multitasking, and it's a great option to have. And if you want to unpin it, you just hit this pin right here and it goes away. So that is awesome. Spidey, where are we at on time? Because you know I like to keep this stuff short and sweet. How many more do we have left? We have a couple more? Okay, Spidey, we're about to cut it. See, he's doing his job today. I'm proud of him. He's doing his job. He caught me. So another thing you can do, another little feature that I don't know if most of you guys knew, is that you can hold the home screen, and that screen to the left where you get some of your options as far as where it was always Samsung free, you can now change it to Google Discover. So you have two options of what you want to see when you scroll left on the home screen. So I like Google Discover because it gives me useful information that I can just look at quick on an article, click on a video, and it is tailored to the things that you do with your phone or search on your phone. So I find this feature very useful. The Samsung Free is cool. It's like a little live TV, but I use the Google search feature a lot on this phone. So another thing you can do that I don't use as much because I don't video call as much is that when you're making a video call, whether it be Google Duo, whatever the case is, it now has an option to blur your background. So if you don't want someone seeing what's behind you, you're on some scallywag stuff, you're doing some buffoonery, then you can blur your background. So I'm assuming the system or the software takes more so of a digital snapshot of your cutout of your person and then blurs whatever's behind you so no one can see exactly what's behind you. That is a pretty cool feature, and like I said, that's more of one of those scallywag features. Or if your room's just messy and you don't want anyone to see your room, that is a great feature for that. The last feature that I'm going to show you guys is something that I didn't even know my phone could do until I did it. So if you go into the AR emoji menu, or you can go to tips and help on your settings, click on what's new. So I believe it's about maybe 14. You can now show off your little emoji when they're doing like a little dance or something. So click try it. This is what I have set now. So you have these options right here. You can make it your lock screen, your call screen, or you can create a video of your emoji. So if I want it to be my call screen, so whenever anyone calls me, it's going to show this in the background. How awesome is that? That is so dope. I know that's childlike of me, and some people might say it's gimmicky, but I think that feature is pretty awesome. I can see my little emoji dancing and doing all his, Chris Brown movements. I appreciate that. I like that. It's just more for me to indulge in my phone and be consumed in this phone and just be excited, when I'm using this product. Because I don't just buy tech just to have it and just okay, I'm buying a new phone and make phone calls, text. No, I want to get a full interaction with this phone as best as possible. But that's gonna be it. Spidey caught me this time. He's getting me on time. We're about 20-minute mark. So Spidey, I'm gonna give you, a couple dollars on your paycheck because you did your job just now. But thank you guys for checking out the video. I really appreciate it. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Let's get it.